The third reason why I believe that Africans love this guy and the West hate him is because he says it as he sees it. He doesn't jinx his word.
If you see me in the streets, better holler at me. Seeking for a beat, throw them dollars at me. I don't like defeat, take that away from me. You tryna be like me, you couldn't handle my story. But we gon' let you know, we gon' let you know. We gon' let you know, we gon' let you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you guys doing, man? It's your boy, Mr. J. Thank you for tuning in. You guys good, man? It's Monday, it's a beautiful week. It's the start of a new month. I just want to wish you all the best. God's blessings, breakthrough, whatever you do, your progress, your projects, your family. It's all love from me to you. And I want to give a special shout out to those that have been watching Mr. J non-stop. The audience in America, the audience in the United Kingdom, the audience in Germany, the audience in Italy, the audience in Norway, the audience in Macedonia, the audience in Russia, my audience in South Africa, Nigeria, Cameroon, Ghana, man, Ethiopia. It's all love from me to you, though. It's always a pleasure to come through and have you on board. Now, before we get started, today I want us to talk about the 1 year anniversary of the military leader, man, in Burkina Faso. He goes by the name Capt. Ibrahim Traore. It's a young, charismatic leader, and we have to keep check on him. You know, when there's a coup, we need to understand what the new leader is doing so that we can understand why people support him and why people hate him, why Africa love him and why the West hates him. Now, before we get started, please do not forget to give us that thumbs up and hit that like button, man. And please, for $0, you can be a member of the family. Please subscribe and join us. The more YouTube is gonna suggest my vlogs to a whole lot of people around the globe. Now, yeah, listen, gentlemen. As you guys have known, man, for the past couple of years, man, there's been coups after coup in Western Africa, man, the Sahel region. And it's no news that all of these countries, man, are being led by young leaders, except for Niger with, a situation and that in Gabon, which we would not even call a coup, because it is clear that it's a manipulation. And one of these beautiful countries that stood up and fought for the right is Burkina Faso, a land with great people, a land with upright people, a land with a history of France manipulation and assassination of leadership that have come to push them away. Now, we are going to talk about this great leader. He goes by the name Capt. Ibrahim Traore, man. This brother is only 35 years old. Mr. J is older than this brother, you feel me? But in his position now as a military leader, man, I need to refer to him as Your Excellency, man. These are some of the reasons. After going through a whole lot of research, Mr. J come up with some of the reasons why Africans love Mr. Captain Ibrahim Traore and why the West hates him. So I'm just going to give you my take. Feel free to chime in. Feel free to let me know exactly what your takes are. The first reason why I think Africans love this leader and the West hates him is because he is a true Pan-Africanist. He doesn't think about his country alone. He thinks about his country and any other country that has been through the grip of this kleptomaniac of the colonial master called France. So whatever policies that he always tries to put in place, he's always trying to look at the reason we have this security pact with Burkina Faso, Mali, and the Republic of Niger. So this man is always thinking, if my country is going through this, I think that other country is going through that. So we need to protect each other. We need to form a bond. We need to know that it's all for one and one for all. A move which made Africans and his people love him. But of course, the West will not like him because the West has this ideology of divide and conquer. They come into your land, they divide you between you and your brothers. They give arms to you and your brothers to fight each other. And while you are going at that, they are stealing your natural resources. So this is the first reason Mr. J thinks that the West doesn't want this man to be at the leadership position in this country. It's one of those reasons, and why Africans love it. Us Africans, we love them because these are the types of people that we read about in African history while we were in school. The second reason why Africans love this man and the West hates this man so badly is because he takes decisions that are beneficial to his people and Africa without any fear from the West. Yes, 1 year as the leader of that beautiful country, already 2 assassination attempts. Of course, we all know that it's been sponsored by the West, especially France, because natural resources, and they do not want any person that's going to be like a challenge to their hegemony in Africa. They don't like leaders that have stood up to them and then called them out for exactly what they are. Bad influence into the governance apparatus of Africa. This is the second reason why they don't like him, because these decisions that he's taking are decisions that would help his people and people of his regions, his partners. You feel me? This is an amazing guy. You feel me? The third reason why I believe that Africans love this guy and the West hate him is because he says it as he sees it. He doesn't jinx his word. Now, if you follow the Russian-Africa summit, you have seen speeches that this man made. And right after that, he's made a whole lot of speeches, which is actually what is. See, the West hates leaders who can come out and point out their mess. The West hates leaders that can come out and educate his people, especially African leaders, educate his people that, you know what, this is what they're doing to us. This is what we could have been getting, and this is how we can get to that place. He calls it as he sees it. He calls a spade a spade. He talks about corruption. He talks about leadership manipulation. He talks about puppet placed in position. He talks about robbing of gold, natural resources from African countries. He talks about the different kinds of networks that the Western allies have put together to ensure that some of these African countries don't stand. That is why they hate him. Thus, the 2 assassination attempts and the current push for ECOWAS to invade other neighboring countries, which this man was like, you know what, my pain is my brother's pain. So this is the third reason why they don't like this man. But us Africans, we love him. You feel me? The fourth reason why I think that the West doesn't like this man, and we Africa, we love him, because he has succeeded in reducing the murder rate. Prior to this man coming into power, there was a whole lot of insurgencies and terrorist groups in the Sahel region that would kill military officials, kill civilians, attack villages. But from the moment this man came in, he took an oath to reduce that situation of insecurity, and he has done that. The murder rate has gone down. But just because you know, just before I proceed, just so you know, the West, especially France, created these groups because they are funding these groups. They are giving them arms. They are paying them money to continue creating a situation of insecurity in that region so that they can bring their military in and act like they are doing it for humanitarian purposes, but it's just to safeguard and ensure that they keep robbing the resources in this region. So that is the fourth reason. Now, I will tell you this, man. The West doesn't like when they put people to manipulate resources and to their benefit, and somebody comes in and stands in the way. That pisses them off. Or we can talk about the case of Patrice Lumumba, who was, dissolved in sulfuric acid. Think about that. Decades ago, these people, the West, decided to dissolve a leader who stood against them. If that is not evil, I don't know what it is. And then the final reason, which I do think that the West don't like this man, and they will do anything in their powers to kill this man or to assassinate and eliminate this man from what he's trying to do for his beautiful country, Burkina Faso, and for the Sahel region, and for Africa as a whole, is because this man, when he came in, he drove all Western entities that were not serving the true purpose to his people. He rallied his people behind them because Africa, we are behind this man. This is a Pan-Africanist, and he is a young man. He's a youth. He understands the problem of the youth in Africa, which is why he is trying so hard to ensure that every mining project in this country, people that mine in it, the youth should earn from it. You feel me? So he drove all these Western entities from his countries. These entities were not there to help the country grow, but to fill their coffers and get paid and make money. So for this reason, the West will not want somebody that is taking food out of their mouth. So I will throw it back at you. If you have any more reasons why you think, out of these that I've mentioned, why the West don't like Capt. Ibrahim Traore, leave a comment. You feel me? And that is my time. Please do not forget to hit that like button, man. And please do join the family as we talk about everything that affects my continent, Africa. And in the word of a true son of the soil, I would say, Yumbutu. You feel me? I am because you are, and you are because I am. All for one, one for all. That's my time. Peace.
Creation, reaction, God. Big up TRB family. Misterjaay, I see you. I know some artists don't do this. God bless you and your family.